Some people are predicting that in the next 100 years, temperatures will rise by 4 degrees. That might not sound like much, but according to a new report, the consequences could be really serious. Let's take a look. How do you imagine the world will look in 100 years' time? Something like WALL-E?
I'm not a program!
Or maybe Tron? Well, either of those predictions could always end up to be true, although it's probably not likely. But recently the World Bank and International Aid Group said they have a prediction of their own, and it's got nothing to do with cute robots. It's all about temperature. Their prediction is that by 2100, the world will have warmed by 4 degrees. Wait up, 4 degrees is nothing. Yesterday was 4 degrees warmer than today, for example, and it doesn't even feel that much different. So how could 4 degrees possibly have any effect on our planet? Well, our Earth is a really delicate place. All of our weather patterns, ice caps and water systems are finely balanced. Even 1 degree could cause things to change, and 4 degrees could change everything. Here are 4 ways the World Bank says that 4 degrees would make a difference. Under the water here at the Great Barrier Reef, life looks pretty spectacular. But if the world warms 4 degrees over the next century, it could look very different. Coral is really sensitive to changes in water temperature. A couple of degree rise can stop their growth, a couple more degrees can start to destroy them. So 4 degrees could spell disaster for many reefs around the world. During a heat wave, things already feel pretty hot. You might think 4 degrees extra wouldn't make much of a difference, but the temp rises wouldn't spread out evenly across the globe. If you're living in these areas in 2100, then your temps might rise by up to 9 degrees. And considering many of those areas are already pretty hot now, your aircon is going to struggle. We all like a good feed, but with 4 degrees extra on the temperature gauge, food could be a problem. Some crops die if conditions are too hot, and with extra heat around, some water sources are likely to evaporate too, making it a double whammy. So we could see more drought and even tougher conditions for farmers. Finally, we have the most dramatic change of all, rising sea levels. With extra heat around, the immense amount of ice around the polar caps will start to melt, dumping billions and billions of litres into the sea. Low-lying island nations, like Kiribati in the Pacific, are already facing big problems with rising sea levels. These people's homes aren't far from going under the waves forever. But by 2100, if the predictions are correct, all of these areas could follow suit, including some parts of Australia. That's why the World Bank is calling for all countries to work together to fight climate change now, because it'll require a big effort from everyone to reduce pollution and stop the 4 degrees before it happens.